Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Caitlin. I am back with another video. Today's video is going to be my February wrap-up. So I read a total of 8 books in the month of February. I wish I could have hit my goal of 10 because I read 10 in January and that was my goal for February, but I only hit 8, but that's okay. I'm just going to keep this intro short, sweet, to the point, and we are just going to jump right on into the video. Let's go. Okay, y'all, so if y'all watched my January wrap-up video, y'all know I started the Twisted series by Anna Huang at the end of January, so that basically followed over into the beginning of February for me. So the first book that I read in February was Twisted Games, which this is the second book in the series. This book follows Bridget and Reese's story. So this is basically like a forbidden love, I guess you could say. Basically, Bridget is born of royal descent, and her brother is set to be the next one to sit on the throne, but he gets basically forced out because her brother ends up meeting a girl that is not from royal descent, and according to their palace laws, they are not allowed to marry anyone outside of royal descent. So he ends up getting pushed out, and Bridget ends up getting called to come back to her home country and is told that she will be the next in line for the throne. Bridget and Reese basically have to sneak around with their love. So they basically make this law to get passed through the Senate, I guess you could say, to be able to basically marry whoever they want, because they think it's a stupid law, and I'd have to agree. So that was the first book I read in February. The next one is Twisted Hate. This is the third book in the series. Honestly, this book I did not enjoy that much. It took me a little bit to get into it, whereas the other ones I just like jumped into and loved them. This one took me a little bit longer to get into it. This one follows Jules and Josh. This is basically enemies to lovers, but it was good. It definitely wasn't my favorite. The next book after that, which was hands down my favorite book out of the Twisted series and would definitely recommend reading, that would be Twisted Lies. This is the fourth and final book from the series. It's also the longest book. I think it's like 500, and this book is 551 pages. It was so good though. Definitely my favorite one out of the whole series. This book follows Stella and Christian. So basically, Stella is an online influencer. She has a blog, a fashion blog, an Instagram presence, and basically she is going up against other influencers to get this big fashion deal, and in order to keep her followers growing, her manager basically tells her that she needs to get a boyfriend. um, so that's kind of where Christian comes in. So this is a fake dating trope. Christian owns a security company, and basically he is watching over Stella because Stella has a stalker, and he's basically trying to keep her safe. In this book, he falls first. She takes a little bit longer to fall. I really enjoyed this book. This one and Twisted Love were definitely my favorite out of the series. But yes, overall, the series is really good and I'd recommend it. Anyways, so yes, that is Twisted Lies. Next book is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. This book, I have a whole video coming out with my opinions and thoughts on this book. I think, yeah, it actually went up before this one. But yes, so if you want to find out my thoughts and opinions on this book, definitely go check that video out. This was my first Allie Hazelwood book that I have read. I do own her other ones, I just haven't got around to reading them yet. This is also her newest book release. This came out February 6th. Next book is Verity by Colleen Hoover. This is a paranormal mystery thriller romance. It was so good. I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to. So basically, it's about this girl named Sloane, and she basically gets brought into this place to take over Verity's books because Verity got into a car accident and just isn't able to finish her book series, so they bring in another author to finish it. And while she is at their house, kind of like going through Verity's office to find information, just a lot of weird things happen. And yes, I would definitely recommend reading this book. I think it was super good. It definitely kept me on the edge of my seat. It's a page turner. Yeah, I just overall really enjoyed this book. And if you're looking for kind of like a mystery, thriller, romance, this one was really good. The next book I read was also another Colleen Hoover book. That one was Layla that I read. Layla was kind of weird. This was another sort of like paranormal thriller romance book. It definitely had a unexpected turn at the end. I did not expect this plot twist to happen, but it was so good. This book it took me a little bit to get through. It wasn't my favorite book I've ever read by Colleen Hoover by any means, but I think it was still really interesting. Next book, which was hands down probably one of my favorite reads of February, and that was Butcher and Blackbird, so by Brendan Weaver. This book was so good, y'all. So basically, this book is about, it's kind of like a thriller romance. So basically, it's about two serial killers that go and kill other serial killers. That sounds so bad, but it was such a good book. The second one comes out in June. It comes out June 4th, and I'm so excited for it. I will definitely be picking it up. But yes, this is a thriller romance. If y'all have not read this book yet, please go pick this book up and read it because it was so good. This is set to be a part of a trilogy. So like I said, the second one does come out in June, and I'm so excited for it. But basically, it's about these two characters, Butcher and Blackbird, and basically they meet every year to basically have this competition to see who can kill that serial killer that year, and whoever wins that year, they get like bragging rights, I guess, type thing. But in the midst, they end up, falling in love with each other. So it was good. I enjoyed it, and was probably one of my favorite reads, like I said, for the month of February. And I can't wait till the second one comes out. And then last but not least, the last book I read in the month of February. I was kind of going through, I guess you could say, like my thriller phase in February, and then I ended it off sad, y'all. I ended it off sad. I read If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nowlin. Let's just say the depiction, like the picture on the front of this book, literally matched my feelings. This was my heart at the beginning of the book. This was my heart at the end. So this book was written in a one POV, which honestly, with this book, I kind of wish it was dual POV, but it's okay. Basically, this is about Autumn and Finn. They were best friends when they were little, but as they grew up and kind of moved into high school and stuff, they grew apart and kind of went their separate ways. And both of them all along had feelings for each other, I guess you could say, but neither of them wanted to admit it. And by the time they did admit it, it was too late. So yeah, this book was really sad. I'm currently reading through the second one, so I do have a video coming out on the second one. But yes, this book was sad. Okay, guys, so that was all 8 books I had read in the month of February. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of a short one, but that's okay. Make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. All that good YouTube stuff y'all know how to do. And let me know in the comments down below what books y'all read in February. And yeah, I'll catch you on my next one. Bye, guys.